I would now like to welcome to the stage our keynote speaker for the evening, David Edward Garcia. He is a motivator, author, and comedian. He speaks 5 different languages and has taken his inspirational message to thousands of students all over the world. He is filled with energy, passion, and humor. Please give a round of applause to the guy responsible for getting you out of class. Welcome, David Edward Garcia.
I'm excited to be here with you all this beautiful afternoon here in Seattle. I didn't even know we have Alaska in the house. Where's Alaska at? All right, we got 7 of you here. All right. Welcome, Alaska. Are y'all from Juneau or Anchorage? Me too. I'm from the North Pole too. It's amazing. Welcome. We got British Columbia here. Where's British Columbia at? All right, we got 2 and the back there. All right. I spent some time in Vancouver about a year ago. It's a beautiful place. Are y'all from Vancouver? Oh, it's beautiful. Wonderful, wonderful. And then, of course, is anyone here from Washington State? Right there, right there, right there. It's amazing. I'm honored to be with you all. My name is David Edward Garcia. I travel all over the world. I do these presentations. I can do them in English. Lo puedo hacer en español totalmente sin problema. What? Gracias. Are you wearing a Tigger suit? It's amazing. I wish everyone could see. I want a Tigger suit. All right. No, well, keep it on. Don't start. It's not that guy. All right. I can do these presentations. I can do them in French. Je peux faire toute la présentation en français. Pour moi, c'est pas de problème. Thank you. I lived in Brazil, so I speak Portuguese. Eu também falo português. And I lived in Italy, so I speak Italian. Y'all want to hear Italian? Okay. Se tu vuoi ascoltare, posso dire molte cose, perché l'italiano è bello. È un grande piacere stare qua con voi questa sera, allora grazie. I said it's a pleasure to be here with you all this evening. Now, the thing about Italy is that in Italy, people use their hands more than actual words. So I'm going to teach you some Italian hand gestures. In Italy, this means perfect. It's like this, perfetto. And then there's a very famous one that, like, you're not making any sense. It's like this. Hey, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? So boys, if you meet a girl that you like here, you can be like, hey. We're from the North Pole. There's only 3 girls. All right, girls, and if they're creeping you out, look back and be like, hey, what are you talking about? I tell my Uncle Tony to break your legs. But just one, because I like you. Now, I travel all over the world, but I grew up in South Texas, right next to Mexico. I have an American mom and a Mexican dad. So if you grew up Hispanic, like the way I did, we all have nicknames. But it's not like beautiful and champion, like those kind of names. It's like, yeah, when I was growing up, I was a heavy kid, so my nickname was Gordo. And for those of y'all that do not know Spanish, Gordo means sexy. And I had an auntie, right? She was always calling me Gordo. I hated it. She's like, Gordo, come here, Gordo. Why do you call me Gordo? It's because we love you. Well, I love you too, but I don't call you Monstra. My family, man, they were nuts. My grandpa, man, we used to go visit them every Sunday. My grandpa was like, hey, you're an hombre, you're an hombre, you're an hombre. Well, I'm only 4. You're an hombre. Repeat after me. I'm tough, and I like girls. I'm little, and I like Dora the Explorer. This is my Mexican family, man. So I grew up on the border, and I was that awkward kid, right? And you don't know you're the awkward kid until you get to that like very first school dance, because school dances are awkward. Not for girls. Girls have a good time. Girls have a good time all by themselves. The music's going, and girls are like, and they're just there. They're like, this dance is so much fun. And look at Carlos. He's so hot. He looks like one of the boys from One Direction. Not dudes, man. Dudes, we're more colorful. There's different kinds of guys. There's the guys who act cool, right? The whole time they're just there like, hey, what's up, player? Then there's like the creeper boys, right? The ones that follow you girls everywhere. They memorize your schedule in school. They like every Instagram picture you post. And they try to like TBH you on inbox. Yeah, the creepy guys. And the creepy guys just go behind you girls and start dancing, right? They're like, hey girl. They start doing like whip and nay-nay. Right? There's the creepy guys, man. So there's all those guys going on, but then there was me. I didn't know how to talk to girls, so I would just dance and hope they would come. So the music was going, and I was like, and girls were like, and they would just leave, right? And girls, where do girls always go whenever they're like afraid or nervous? The bathroom, right? And I don't know what it is about the female species, but you can't go to the restroom alone. Girls, we're going to the restroom. Oh, thank God, I had to go since yesterday. Let's go. They go in a pack, man. It's like a wolf pack. Let's go. Right? Guys don't do that, right? I could never imagine my friends being like, David, are you okay? No, bro, I failed my test, and that's okay. Come on, let's go to the restroom. What are you talking about? So different, man. I was the awkward kid. And then, like, I was that hyper kid in school. And I remember my principal. I had a very, very Texan principal. They used to have this haircut that they used to have about 10, 15 years ago. It was called a mullet. Y'all ever seen that haircut? Do you have a mullet? Yeah. Maybe you're related to my principal. Do you know Mr. Martinez? All right, cool. But you have a nice mullet. Yours is cool. It's inviting. Like, I want to take a picture with you. Not his. His was like business in the front and angry everywhere else. Yours is cool, man. You got a stylish mullet. All right? Yours is more like a bullet. Like, it just shoots. Bam. It's amazing. All right? So I remember one time my principal called my mom. And he's like, ma'am, David is crazy. He is crazy. And my mom's like, no, he's not crazy. The thing with David is he's so smart, you don't know what to do with him. And then she hung up the phone and said, David, you're crazy. And so my mom had a chat with me, right? She's like, David, I want you to promise me you're going to go on to college and change your life around. I never had a chance to go, and I don't regret it because I raised two beautiful kids. And I said, no, Mom, just one, because my sister's not beautiful. And my mom said, I thought the same thing. No, she didn't say that. She didn't have to. So, no, I'm playing. It's called comedy for a reason, because it's true. So, I'm kidding. All right. I'm having a good time, man. Y'all are amazing. It's my first time ever in Seattle. You all are awesome here. What's up? Yeah, yeah. It's the first time in front of a group of people wearing Tigger suits. That's amazing. Is, is that the Tigger sign like this? Or isn't he like, doesn't he bounce on his like tail like boing? That's amazing. Yeah, so this is what I went through, right? I was going through all these challenges, and right after high school, I was able to graduate, and we took a class trip. First time in my life that we went beyond, I went beyond Texas, I went beyond Mexico. We took a class trip, we went to Paris, France. It blew my mind. It was unbelievable. I fell in love with the food, with the culture, with the ladies. But I remember I was a teenager and I heard French and I heard other languages, and that's when I had my epiphany moment. I said, yo, I want to learn this language. I want to learn other languages, and I want to travel all over the world speaking to kids who are going through what I went through. But I don't want to speak to them with a translator. I want to speak to them face to face. So I told the dude that I was with, I said, Philippe, I'm going to come back one day and I'm going to speak French. And he got offended. He's like, no, David, you are from the United States. Maybe somebody from Canada or Great Britain, but never somebody from the United States. And I was like, don't spit when you talk, brother. And he's like, David, I have a French joke for you. David, if you speak 3 languages, you're trilingual. And if you speak 2, you're bilingual. If you speak 1, what are you? I said, you're monolingual. No, you're from the United States. They say that, I promise you. So I went back to my neighborhood. Now, my neighborhood is 99% Mexican. I never found the other 1%. I just know that they were there somewhere, statistically, hiding. I don't know. So I told the dudes in my neighborhood, I said, guys, I'm going to go to college. I'm going to learn languages. I'm going to travel all over the world. And the dudes in my neighborhood looked at me, and they all said, nah. Now, for those of you who are not fluent in Mexican, when somebody says, and they stick out their tongue like this, it means dream on. You're such a beautiful girl. Really? David, we're so proud to be your parents. Really? Congratulations, this letter says that you're going to jail. Really? Yes. Okay. This is what, and so, so this is what I was going through, right? Like I was going into the adult world, but I was facing these 2 forces. On the one hand, like I had dreams. You know, my mother was my biggest fan, and she would inspire me. Go to school, you can do it. I wanted to help other people. I wanted to be in clubs like the ones that you are in right now. I wanted to be in conferences like this. But on the other hand, I had to face the reality that I was failing in school. I was getting in trouble. I was getting suspended. They still paddle kids in Texas if you misbehave. I was getting paddled in school. It was terrible. And so I remember my older sister, I talk about her like making fun of her, but the truth is my older sister, she's beautiful, she's brilliant, and she finished college. She finished it in 4 years. She did it with a scholarship, Dean's List, honors program, all paid for. She had a full-time job. After that, her master's degree, she was a full-time teacher and finished her master's in 2 years. Honors program, Dean's List. She was amazing, 3.93, which is almost flawless. No, oh. All right. Applause break for my sister who's not here, cool, okay. So I remember at her graduation, they called out her name, and I thought they were talking about somebody else because there was all these Greek letters. They were like Summa, Cum Laude, Delta, Delta Airlines, Delta International, Delta Express. I said, Mom, do we need a boarding pass for this graduation? I was confused. And so my dad would brag about my sister. My dad was like, this is Elizabeth. We are so proud of Elizabeth. Elizabeth is a golden child in our lives. Even the name Elizabeth means gift of God. Yes, my Mexican dad became British when he talked about Lizzie. And then my dad was like, and this, that's David. We don't even know what his name means. It probably means Jesus take the wheel. Or just take David to college, please. Cristo, please. And so, this is how I grew up, right? Now, here's the truth. The truth is that like when I was in school, I was not a great student. Like I not only failed classes, I was good at it. I failed algebra, I failed biology, I failed typing, and I failed Spanish. Yeah, true story. I was that guy. And after high school, somebody came and talked to me, and they said, David, do you know why you struggled in school? And I said, no, but it sounds like you want to tell me. And they said, David, you are an autodidact. And I said, no, I'm Mexican. And they said, do you know what that means? And I was like, is it a German race car? And they said, no, you have a different learning style. You're a self-taught learner. And so this person helped me, and they helped me learn my own learning style. And this is where I discovered the first key truth that I want to share with you. You see, maybe you find yourself at a place like me. You see, here's the thing. Everybody who's a high performer, which is all of you all, everybody who wants to do great things and help other people, we are going to face obstacles. I wish I could tell you that everything was going to be handed to you on a silver platter, but life is not always like that. But students, never forget that difficult does not mean impossible. And that's why we are here today. That's why you are here today, because you're a group of students who are leaders, and you are the ones who are setting the pace. You are the trendsetters. You are the goal achievers and the go-getters, and you are the ones who are going to help other students who feel stuck. You're going to help them get unstuck, and you're going to help them obtain their dreams. You are the ones who are going to lead the way for the others.